Hello, everybody. This is Gary Kayye, and you're watching my Daily Rants and Raves. This is a special videocast version of my normal Daily Rants and Raves podcast, and I'm excited to be joined by Gunduz, who's going to give us, he's a senior product manager at Epson. He's going to give us a sneak peek about what you're going to launch next week at ISE, and you're going to hear about it here first. So obviously everyone knows that, well, first of all, welcome, Sean. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it for having us.
Well, I appreciate it, and I know you guys are excited. ISE is now a 4-day show, biggest AV show in the world, and you guys are the world's leading 3LCD company. In fact, you're the world's leading projector company in a bunch of different categories of projection, and you're going to stake a claim in a new territory, somewhat new territory for you guys, by launching 2 big high-brightness projector lines. Why don't you go ahead and spill the beans?
Thank you. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate it. So, yes, you're absolutely right. We are actually very excited about the new launches coming up. Like you mentioned, Epson is the world leader in the projector industry. So in North America, we have 50% market share, and number 2 manufacturer has only 8%. So you can see the clear leadership there.
Wow.
And about 5 years ago, we entered into the large venue space. And now we are also a leader in the large venue category too. And as you know, we then introduced the laser in the home entertainment market last year, and we became number 1 in that space. And now we are launching the large venue laser series, the Pro L series. And our goal is also to become number 1 in the laser category overall. So what you're going to see at ISE next week is 2 new series, like you said. The first one is the Pro L 25,000, which is the world's first 25,000 lumen 3LCD laser projector. And this is pretty exciting for us, and this is going to be a game changer not only for Epson, but also for our channel partners, for our end user customers, and also for the competitors, obviously. And we'll also announce the Pro L 1000 series, and which will feature the world's first 12,000 lumen 3LCD laser projector as well. So in that class, the category, the size of the 12,000 lumen, the competition can only hit 7,000 or 8,000 lumens. But thanks to our inorganic phosphor wheel in combination with inorganic 3LCD panels, we can achieve 12,000 lumens in that class. So we are very excited, and like I said, this is going to be a game changer for us.
Well, when you're talking about projectors that big, you're talking about placing them in large venues and large facilities. What kind of lensing options are you going to have there? And tell me about what the options are as far as not just placement, but also resolution.
Sure. So let's start with the lens since you asked that first. So we'll have a wide range of lenses. So we'll have 9 different optional lenses for each category, for each series.
So 9 different lenses for each projector?
Not for each projector, but Pro L 1000 series will have 9 lenses, and the Pro L 25,000 series will have their own lenses as well. The Pro L 25,000 series lenses will actually be 4K ready, so they're future-proof. And both series will feature, obviously, the lens shift, motorized lenses, and lens memory for flexible options. And we are also announcing the world's first zero offset ultra short throw lens. What it means is that if you are installing in a space constrained environment, and if you don't have much room to play, for example, if you have a wall that is, let's just make an example, 10 foot high, and you put the projector at the top of that wall, and let's say your 1 foot is gone because of the projector, you now have only 9 foot to play with. So most of the competitors right now, their ultra short throw lens has an offset, meaning the image needs to start way below the projector. Again, just making up these numbers, but let's say your image can only go up to 7 foot high. So with the zero offset ultra short throw lens that we're announcing, again, this is the world's first, we can actually utilize the entire 9 foot space. So the image can start at the same level as the bottom of the projector. So that's a pretty cool feature. Going back to the resolution question, so all of these Pro L series, the entire laser series, will be WUXGA with 4K enhancement, which means it can accept 4K signal, and it will also enhance the 1080p video experience as well.
Right, but the native resolution is WUXGA, which is 1920 by 1200, right?
Correct.
Okay, exactly. But it's capable of handling 4K, and so you're doing some sort of processing to give you sort of the feel of 4K, or how are you dealing with that as far as image resolution goes?
Correct. So we call that technology 4K enhancement technology. So you're exactly right that we're enhancing the image by using a pixel shift technology.
Okay.
So we're controlling the number of pixels on the screen.
Okay, I got you. And then the zero offset lens, is that going to be available in both projectors, or is it just the 1000 series?
It's only on the Pro L 1000 series for now.
Okay. And so obviously these are 3 LCD imager based, which is what your historical expertise has been. I mean, you guys are the world's largest manufacturer of 3 LCD technology. But explain where the difference is. Like how, I think a lot of people are familiar certainly with how DLP, laser, phosphor-based projectors work, but what's the difference in the way that 3 LCD and laser works? If you can kind of give us a short description of that technologically.
Sure. So there are actually 2 major differences. As you mentioned, so there's the DLP, there's the LCD for the most part in the industry. So as you know, the entire color spectrum is made up of 3 major colors, right? RGB, red, green, and blue. So if you have 3 chips, whether it is 3 LCD or 3-chip DLP, you can reproduce those major colors, and then you can reproduce the entire color spectrum. So that's no problem there, and the image looks great. If you have only 1 chip, though, then it's not possible to produce red, green, and blue using a single chip. So the only way to reproduce that is actually to use a color wheel. And this does not matter whether you use laser or lamp as a light source. It is still the same technology and still the same limitation on the 1-chip DLP side. So you have to use the color wheel, which rotates in front of the light source, which is in this case laser. And you can only generate red, green, or blue. And sometimes they also add additional color tones like yellow or cyan to create the color effectiveness. But that is a limitation of the 1-chip DLP manufacturers, even though they have laser as a light source. So that impacts a lot on the color brightness or the color light output, as much as 3 times difference between 1-chip versus 3-chip projectors. So that's number 1. Number 2 is that the Pro L laser series is also the world's first to use an inorganic phosphor wheel. What that means is that, as you know, for the most part, the laser phosphor projectors, they use 1 laser light source, which is blue, and then we take it and throw that blue onto a phosphor disk that reflects a yellow light. So we take the blue and then use the blue on the blue chip, and then we take the yellow and then we divide that into red and green, and then we use them on the other chips. So other manufacturers right now, they use the phosphor wheel, but that's an organic phosphor wheel. What it means is that when you throw a lot of light on it with the UV light, the phosphor wheel in time or over time will actually degrade. It's going to lose its characteristics. So think about like an old car, let's say if you go back in the 1980 Honda Civic, and imagine the headlights, right? So when you first buy the car, the headlights look very clear. But then over time, in 10 years or so, because of the sun's UV light, your headlights will start looking like yellow, right? You're going to lose quality of the headlight. So that's an organic component. So the Epson Pro L laser series is, again, the world's first to use the inorganic laser phosphor wheel in combination with the inorganic 3 LCD panels. So those 2 combined actually give us the advantage in that class, in that weight, if you will, the ability to hit 12,000 lumens, and then on the next category to hit 25,000 lumens without a problem.
So because they're inorganic, let me stop you. Because they're inorganic, you have more control over and more ability to manage the dissipation over time. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. And to that point, we are also announcing 20,000 hours virtually maintenance-free laser projector. What that means is that, and Epson, we really tend to focus on our reliability and quality and customer service. So when we say 20,000 hours maintenance-free, we actually really mean it. And the reason I'm saying that is I'm underlining actually is that other manufacturers, when they say 20,000 hours maintenance-free, that's their marketing term or marketing pitch. But if you read the fine print, or if you go and open their a warranty card, you will see in the terms and conditions that is quite different than the 20,000 hours. So I'm not going to name everyone here, but you will see that some manufacturers would say, on the marketing claim, 20,000 hours, but on their warranty statement, you will see up to 10,000 hours warranty on the illumination part, which is the laser. Or they may say only 1 year warranty on the fan. So we are not doing that. So when we say 20,000 hours, we are actually committing to 20,000 hours with all components included. So it's a bumper-to-bumper warranty for 20,000 hours, including 24/7 usage.
So this will all be, you're in Hall 1, stand H90, which is, you walk in the main entrance to the right. H90 is about halfway back. And you're going to launch these officially. The first time they'll be shown is at the Integrated Systems Europe show in Amsterdam, and you've got a 12,000 lumen and a 25,000 lumen. Are these also ruggedized designs, designed for rental staging as well as permanent install?
Correct. So we are also going right now entering into the rental and staging market with the Pro L series, especially the Pro L 25,000 series is designed for rental and staging. So the Pro L 1000 is also can be used on rental and staging with up to 12,000 lumens. It says instant on and off. You can install it however you want to install it. No maintenance required. But the Pro L 25,000 series specifically designed for that with no maintenance, no filter changing or anything. So it's actually a dust-proof design architecture.
So really you are kind of entering not only in a new brightness category, but a new market. I mean, you're officially launching yourselves into the staging market with these projectors.
Correct.
Yeah, and
correct.
So in these, since they're solid state designs, you can mount them any way you want, horizontally, vertically, or anything in between, right?
Exactly. 360-degree flexible installation.
Okay. And so, and any idea on when they'll deliver? Like, I know you're going to launch them. We're officially launching them, I guess, on our podcast, our videocast here, but you'll show them for the first time next week at ISE. When will you deliver these projectors?
So the Pro L 1000 series will start shipping around July timeframe.
Okay.
And Pro L 25,000 series will start shipping in the fall.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations. First of all, thank you for allowing us to be the source to break the news on this. This is a big deal. I think not only launching a new product category, but a new market category, vertical market category for you. And of course, as you said, I mean, you had a good point. Epson's becomes the #1 projector company in each category, and that's certainly a goal of yours. But I think it's good for the industry. I mean, I think all of these technologies push everybody. I mean, if there was only, you have to admit, you love 3LCD. I'm sure you have 3LCD in your house or LCD in your daily use. But I mean, if DLP didn't exist, it wouldn't push your engineers so hard to build better and better LCD projectors. So it's great for everybody, and I think this will feed off of all the other manufacturers out there, and I think it's great for the market. And it's also good for the staging market to have some other options out there, because right now it's mostly dominated by DLP.
Correct. You're absolutely right. So our entire lineup, our Epson's entire portfolio of projectors, which is more than 70 different models, actually use only 3 LCD technology, which helps us with a consistent image quality across the board. For example, like other manufacturers, they might use 1-chip DLP on some series, and then 3 LCD on the others, and then 3-chip DLP on the higher lumens. They have their own reasons to do that. But as a customer, I mean, imagine, let's say you're a big corporation, let's say you're Coca-Cola, and you have a PowerPoint with the Coca-Cola logo. Mm-hmm. You go to a large venue, you see great reds, and you see your exact color performance as you see on the actual printed logo. But then you go to a small meeting room where they might use a one-chip DLP, and then you're going to totally see a different shade of red. So with Epson projectors, we are actually very consistent in our image quality and color performance.
Yeah, and I think one of the arguments that LCD manufacturers have made over the years is interesting, and I think it's sort of like obvious, and that is that the monitors that you're using every day on your desktop are LCD, so it's familiar. So I think there's an inherent sort of bias, I guess, a lot of people have because of that. But like I said, I mean, both technologies are pushing the envelope, and it's exciting to see laser integrated into 3LCD. This inorganic phosphor, I'm very interested to see. I do understand what you're saying there, and I can understand the value of the difference in technology there. So that would be very interesting to see. And over time, the dissipation and linearity, I guess, of dissipation, once you have control over that, would be a factor as well. So thank you for being here. And for more information, all you got to do is go to ravepubs.com. We have images of these projectors, and we have full news on our website. You can just search Epson. We'll be shooting videos of each one of these at the ISE show next week. So come back to our site, ravepubs.com, and then, of course, you can go to Epson.com as well once they posted the news officially. And again, Sean, I appreciate it. Best of luck. They'll be in hall number 1, stand H90, and thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kayye. I'll see you at ISE. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.